Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I would like to talk about manifestation, how it works based on my personal life experience, and also how our mind makes it so unnecessarily difficult, because manifestation in itself is easy. It is actually really easy. We are manifesting every single second of every single day anyway. It's just about being conscious about what we are manifesting, creating this awareness that we are creating all day, every day. It's our imagination creating reality. It's our daily thoughts, our daily actions and behaviors. And once we understand this, we can actually create reality however we like it to be. So let me share my personal experience with this. So as most of you, I grew up in this society not knowing anything about anything. I never learned anything about how my mind creates reality growing up. I never actually learned how to properly deal with my emotions, how to release stuck emotions, and how we are all asked to actually reprogram our minds to be positive instead of negative if we want to see a different outcome in our reality. So it's really no wonder the world is the way it is, because we are all little robots, just programmed in a really negative way from literally day one. But the more people create this awareness that we can actually shape our reality however we like, and we are not the mind, we are not the ego, that is when we actually have a completely new responsibility. Because now we are no longer walking through this world blindly, just following what everybody else is doing, following what we have learned to do. That is when we can actually consciously create the life we want. And that is how I see manifestation. It's not just about manifesting materialistic stuff. It's about creating the best reality possible for everyone. But let's just talk about the basics of how manifestation actually works. So as I said, it's our emotional state of being, our internal vibration, whatever energy we are sending out, because we are energy bodies, right? We are completely made of energy, and that energy has to go somewhere. And this energy also attracts similar energy. So when I was in a really low vibration and I had a lot of limiting beliefs and self-doubt, just this really negative internal chatter all the time, that was the reality I was creating. And I was attracting, manifesting really negative circumstances and outcomes in my life, simply based on my emotions, my vibrational state of being, and my way of thinking. So we have to remember that we don't get what we want, we get what we are, what our vibration is, what we are thinking about on a daily basis. So in order to manifest the reality we want, we do need a mind that is working with us and not against us. So for me, it was really important to create this awareness of what is actually going on in my mind 24/7, what beliefs I have about myself. Because whatever I believe to be true in my reality, regardless of what everybody else believes, it is going to be true for me, for my life. And it works exactly the same for everyone. So one person might believe they are good enough. That is going to be the reality they're manifesting. Everything is working out for them. Everything is going beautifully and smoothly because they believe they are good enough. Now another person might believe they are not good enough. Even though it's completely false in reality, it's the reality they're creating. So they're creating a reality based on a false truth, but still it's their truth. We choose it based on however we are programmed, whatever we want to believe. One person might believe earning money is really hard. That is going to be the reality they are creating. Another person might believe earning money is really easy and you don't really have to do much in order to get money. That is going to be the reality that person is creating and manifesting for themselves. So we really all have a choice, and it really all starts in the mind. Those are the basics of manifestation. When you feel that you're not good enough, when you feel that you have to work so hard in order to get anything in life, that is going to be the reality you are creating. So in order to change reality, you first need to change your mindset. Without embracing changing your mindset, nothing will ever change. And then when it comes to, manifestation techniques and all of that, I feel like this is more of a trend that people, hop on because it gets them a lot of views when they come up with new techniques and that technique is working better than the other. But realistically, there is no technique. There's no technique to manifestation. We manifest what we are. We manifest what we believe to be true. And how you choose to reprogram your mind, that is entirely up to you. You can call it a technique or you can call it a practice, whatever you want to call it. But there's no technique to manifestation. You simply manifest every single second of every single day anyway. It's just you need to be conscious about what you are manifesting. So let's say now you have this awareness that you can truly manifest and create whatever you want to create. So you can ask yourself, what do I want? I want financial abundance. I want a partner. I would like to live in, Spain. Just to give you a few examples, let's say that is what you want. But nothing in your reality is reflecting that back to you, what you want for your life. So then you have to ask yourself, okay, what is my mindset? What is my belief system? What do I think about on a daily basis? What limiting beliefs do I have that are standing in the way between me and this reality that I now choose to manifest? And then what I like to do, everything that goes against what I want to manifest, I completely consciously disagree with it. I just ignore it. It doesn't exist. So sticking to the example of you wanting to manifest a relationship, even though you might be alone in your room right now, in your imagination, in your mind, you have to see yourself as if you already have that relationship. So your mind might be telling you, I don't have that relationship. I'm alone. I'm single. I don't have a partner. But then you consciously disagree with it. No, that is not true. In my imagination, I have already met that person because time doesn't even exist. It is happening right now. And when you can see it in your imagination, when you can feel as if that is your reality and you don't have your mind constantly working against you, you will attract it in your reality quite quickly. It will just happen. You will just meet that person randomly out of nowhere without you having to do anything. You don't need to control it. You don't need to go on any dating apps. You don't need to do anything. You just need to see it in your mind, visualize it, live as if that is your reality. And your reality has literally no choice but to reflect it back to you. Same with financial abundance. It doesn't matter what your bank status says. It doesn't matter. When you can see it in your mind, you will see it in your reality. But you have to feel abundant. You have to think about what you would do with that financial abundance, how other people will benefit from that financial abundance as well. And when you think about that predominantly, again, you will see it in your reality. So it's not really about, okay, I'm going to sit there, I'm going to write down what I want. I want financial abundance, I want a relationship, I want to move, I want this and this and this and this. And then you think negatively about yourself all the time. Or you sit in a vibration of lack all the time. Manifestation doesn't work like this. Again, it's not that we get what we want, we get what we are. Always remember this, and then you have to reflect and ask yourself, what is my current vibrational state of being? Do I feel sadness? Do I feel anger? Do I feel frustration? Does this manifest the reality I want? No, it doesn't. So I need to change. I need to shift my vibration. I need to shift my energy. I need to think about something else. And I do understand it's challenging at times because your feelings, they are real. When you feel frustration, you feel frustration. But then you have to sit with it. You have to ask yourself, why do I feel frustrated? And it's always because the mind is suggesting something to you that isn't even real. Your mind is telling you, I'm not moving forward, nothing is moving, nothing is happening. But that is not true. Just because you can't see it right now doesn't mean nothing's happening. That's the thing. We believe, our ego believes it knows everything. It knows nothing. Absolutely nothing. Our minds, they are so limited when it comes to information. When we're actually looking at what a wonder this world is, the whole universe is, how this creation works, how our bodies work, how our body knew exactly how to grow itself, how to grow organs, how to create this life that we can just experience. I mean, think about this. That is complete magic and miracles. I couldn't build this. I couldn't build this earth. I can't build an ant or a cat or a dog. I couldn't build a human consciously. But somehow this information is there that humans can grow. They just do it. Nobody had to tell me how to grow a heart or how to grow a liver. I just did it. Or my consciousness did. And that is what I believe in. I believe in our consciousness. I believe that there's something out there that knows things a little better than we do. So what does my ego know? It knows nothing. So why would I listen to it? When my ego tells me you don't have what you want yet, so what? I don't listen to it. I don't care what my ego says. I only care about what I see in my imagination. And based on my experience, whenever I shift my focus to what I want instead of what I don't want, I feel and think as if it's already here. It has come into my life super quickly. It's only when I create so much resistance, it's only when I feel like I need to control something or I place self-doubt into what I want to manifest, that is when it doesn't happen. Or when the whole process is just dragging along and there's also so much resistance. But then again, I need to check in with myself. Why do I create resistance? Why does my ego create so much stress and anxiety about something that hasn't even happened? Why is my ego suggesting that this is not going to happen? And then I bring myself back. I shift my focus. I shift it to what I want instead of what I don't want. I work on my internal vibrational state of being. So every single day I would sit there and just tell myself, repeat it in my mind over and over again. I already have financial abundance. I already live in that country. I already have this. Everything is working out for me. Everything is wonderful. So I'm reprogramming, kind of forcing my mind to think a certain way, because again, I am in control over my mind. My mind does not control me. Other people can't program my mind for me. I program my mind. I'm the only one who can do it. I choose what thoughts I give meaning to. And I refuse to give any power to any negative thought, because I know if I do, it will create reality for me. And I won't allow that to happen ever again. I am creating my reality. I choose what I think about. And I will choose to think positively every single second of every single day. When something negative pops in, I consciously disagree with it, because I do not want to live this way anymore. I don't want to manifest this reality for myself anymore. I did it for so many years because I didn't know any better, but now I do. And now it will never happen again. And that is where we have to take responsibility for ourselves, for our happiness, for our lives. Whatever we see in our reality, we can shape it, we can change it. And we can make a big difference in this world by simply being loving and kind to ourselves. It goes beyond manifesting relationships and money and materialistic stuff. It goes way beyond that. It's a byproduct of just being kind to yourself. When you're being kind to yourself, everything will just come to you. It will flow to you. But you have to be aligned with whatever you want to manifest in your life. We all want different things, but you can't manifest something but then live as if you're lacking it. You will never have it. It doesn't work like that. So if you're taking away anything from that video, you do not need a manifestation technique, because you're manifesting every single second of every single day anyway. What you do need is to reprogram your mind to work with you instead of against you. And you do this with practice, by observing your thoughts, by observing your mind, by understanding what limiting beliefs you have, by understanding your emotions, by taking responsibility for your thoughts and emotions as well. And then you can actually choose what to think about. Like, you actually get to choose. That is what's so amazing about our minds. We don't have to listen to everything it says because it's just subconscious, but we can reprogram that subconscious. Yes, it might take some time, but it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it, because if you start today, in a year, you will be in a completely different space as to the space you're in right now. So be kind to yourself, focus on gratitude, think positively. Whatever you see in your reality right now that you do not like, you do not focus on it. The more you focus on it, the more it will persist. You focus on solutions. You focus on opportunities. You focus on what you want. And then these opportunities and possibilities, they will just pop up in your reality. Again, something created you. Something gave you the information to tell you exactly how to grow a heart, how to grow a liver, how to grow all of your organs, how to grow your body. You were sat onto this planet where every single element, where everything works in harmony, so you can live on this planet. Trust in that, because it's rooting for you. It is helping you every single day. Your only job is to be kind to yourself and to get your mind in check. Your only job. And then everything is going to manifest for you. They will bring opportunities to you and it will work like magic. You don't even have to lift a finger. All you have to do is change your mindset. And I think that's all I have for you today. I really hope you found this video helpful and it gave you exactly the push and the information you needed so you can move forward in life and so you can manifest the life you actually want, because we all deserve to live a happy and joyous life, every single one of us. Nobody has been put here on this planet to suffer. We are all here to experience this world. So we do need to recognize the only one creating suffering is our ego. And the more we let go of the ego, we will experience love, joy, and happiness on this planet. And we can make a massive difference in this world. But it starts within. I'm sending all of you so much love and I will talk to you in my next video.